Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the best haircut of all time. Ta-da! How good is this? It's the best haircut of all time.
You kind of just look like me if I lived in the 1940s.
And you had the best barber of all time.
It's a very like you look like the guy in Wonder Woman.
And how hot is he?
He's a good-looking guy.
Yeah.
I mean, there were also some people suggesting, or not even suggesting, saying, Lewis, you're going grey.
Oh yeah.
In the last episode,
That
guy wasn't.
You know what?
Graying.
It works. I'm a silver fox.
You are turning into a silver fox.
You know what
actually,
this is lockdown.
this is stress.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might get rid of them. Over the next 6 months, they might leave. What really matters is I have the best haircut of all time.
Yes.
And I'm not saying that this looks like the best haircut of all time. I'm saying that I got the best haircut of all time. I was exfoliated.
Yeah.
He steamed me. He shaved me. So whether or not you think this looks like the best haircut of all time, I just want you to know that's irrelevant because I got the best haircut of all time.
1 week on from it, it has not stuck around.
What?
Like, it's fine, but it's like you don't have the best hairstyle in the world.
No, but I never said that.
Yeah, I
said
know.
I received.
I know.
If we're talking experience, I got the best haircut
it's just
in the world.
crazy. I'm just saying it's crazy how quickly it got up and left. Like the haircut.
No. Look.
What happened? You went to Queensland for like a week.
Chlorine fucks with your hair a little bit.
Do you reckon that's why you're going grey?
No. It was absolutely locked out.
Is your dad?
No. But my uncle is fully grey and he has been since he was 40.
Yeah, right. I get some one-off strands of hair, but I insist that they're glowing blonde hairs that
Really?
shine
Platinum.
through my brow.
They're not greys, they're platinum.
Platinum blonde shining through the brunette.
Yeah. I think so.
Yeah, you have a lot of platinum.
Yeah.
You got a platinum head.
What?
I actually never noticed it until someone commented it.
Well, they weren't there. They were there a little bit.
I think it's the underneath layer, and you've cut it off, and now it's...
Yeah, now it's fully on display. I look like Mr. Fantastic.
What is that?
Few people got it. Another classic reference for 7% of the audience.
Actually, someone said, I didn't get your joke last week. What was the joke related to? There's a lot of people commenting. No, I'm looking at you. I don't know why. Lewis made some joke about a niche thing. Someone said, I love that joke. And then someone also said, I fucking hated it. I didn't even
What
get
was
it.
the joke?
No idea. It was like a reference to like something nerdy. Warhammer, was it? I don't know.
Probably. That sounds like me. Maybe pull up the comment. I'll show you Mr. Fantastic now. Right?
Is that a comic book
Yeah.
person?
Look at him. And he's also really long and he stretches.
Oh, you do look like him.
You can look at him with the beard.
Oh, that was a great call.
Yeah.
Oh, man. Really good. Anyway, guys, welcome back. It's the Tassie era.
Yep.
I would love to say it's good to be here.
And you can say that.
It's growing on me. But I won't. I can, and I know I have free will to say I'm enjoying myself here.
I woke up at 7 a.m. in the morning and we went to go for a swim and we walked from here down to your house. We've never lived so close. How convenient this small place is, right? And the sun was shining, but also the rain was raining.
Well, this is the problem with this place, right? I go outside and I start walking here because it's only like 500 meters away.
How convenient.
I'm like, oh, what a sunny day. And then literally as I walk 20 meters, it slowly just starts spitting because that's Hobart going, don't ever forget where you are. You thought it was a good day?
Yeah.
Here's some rain. Yeah. And it wasn't even unpleasant. It was just a reminder of you are pretty close to Antarctica.
Yeah. Don't forget.
And don't stop pretending you're not.
Mate, you think that's bad. Wait till 2 p.m. when the sun goes behind the mountain.
I know. It's midday and it's almost the end of the day.
And midday is not midday anymore.
It doesn't suit someone like me. I wake up at like 9 or 10 o'clock in the morning, so I only get 4 hours of daylight.
Midday is actually 8 p.m.
Yeah.
You know, it's almost gone.
That's no good. No, 8 a.m.
8 a.m.
Yeah. Yeah, you said 8 p.m.
No, because midday is 2 hours before the sun's fully gone. At 2 p.m.
Right. I'm confused.
I'm confused. I'm Lewis. Nice to meet you.
Can we? What?
You said that midday is actually the end of the day because the sun goes away. Just like how
No, but midday would be the morning because at the end of the day is 2 p.m.
Yeah, okay, look. We're saying the same thing.
Okay.
And you're getting confused.
Okay.
A regular person's 12
Yeah,
p.m. is like our
Yeah.
6 p.m.
I don't.
So we're on the same
Yeah.
page, but we're having an argument.
Yeah, okay.
I agree with you.
I agree.
Oh, great.
Great. So yeah, Tassie's good. You left me here.
Yeah,
That's what really steamed me off. I was having a bitch about this to Whitey and Meg the other night, and we were just like, he gets here for 2 days, we hang out, and I'm pretty much here because you're here now.
Yeah.
Like there's no other reason for me to be here.
Yeah.
I did add a couple of extra shows, but I was like, I might as well while I'm here.
welcome, and you're welcome.
Yeah, so you stay here, and then you fuck off to Queensland.
Yeah,
and
your
it's like,
favourite place.
Yeah, and I'm like so jealous.
Yeah.
And then the only reason I can't go to Queensland with you because then I won't be able to go to Perth next week, right? So I was like, oh, that's annoying. So, and then you just leave me here, and it was freezing cold.
Yeah.
It was like foggy. It was awful.
Jealous.
Not jealous.
You should have just done my shows. And then I could just soak up literally soak up the rain.
I was not happy about it, and I was like, why am I here? And I was like, the reason why I'm here is not here.
Is to enter the Tassie era.
Yeah, good to be here. I didn't see this one coming. Like I was okay with Frankston.
Yeah,
I was okay with the warehouse.
Yeah.
This is like
really this is like living in the rich area of Tasmania is your line. Like, I'll go where there's stabbings, but not where it's nice.
I said, and I'm really trying to come on board. I know there's a lot of people.
Would you like me to invite some of Greeley's friends over to cause some havoc in the neighborhood?
Absolutely not.
No. That wouldn't improve things. It's not the violence, it's the weather.
It's the weather, it's the vibe, and I actually think it's Hobart. I think I've been unfair on Tassie as a whole. I think it's just where we are. I actually quite like the north. Launceston's been great. Had nothing but a great time there. Actually, quite
did you say
weather.
Tassie as a whole or Tassie is a whole?
Well, Tassie as a whole is actually not a whole.
Oh.
But Hobart is a whole.
So it's more of a
I think it's
semicircle.
where you've decided to relocate to.
I didn't decide. This is all I could get.
Right, well.
And lucky me, paradise.
Yeah, you still have mice. So
Yeah, we do. I had to buy Tupperware containers from Kmart because we need to keep the food safe from mice.
I don't want people to think I'm hating on Tassie as a whole. I want to make it very clear. And now it's not going to matter because I'm already done my last show in Hobart. It's Hobart that I have a huge problem with.
Really?
Yeah,
well,
it's old.
You might be right. I've never been to Launceston.
You have.
No, I haven't.
Oh.
I've literally never been. I've never been able to book a show in Launceston because it was every time I tried to do it, the venues have been difficult.
Yeah, right. Oh, well, it's great.
So it'll be my first time in Launceston opening for you.
No, we're doing Hobart tomorrow night.
Oh, okay. Well, then I will never go to Launceston.
I did Launceston on Friday.
Fuck. Okay. Well, then I'll just never know what it's like.
It's great.
Maybe I'll just never go there. Ignorance is bliss.
I was confused as to why you bought here after I'd been there. Well, not bought, rented.
Yeah.
Yeah, you definitely did not buy here.
Yeah, how good would that be if I was just like, fuck it, I'll just buy a house.
But yeah, no, I'm now that the roadmap for Melbourne got released, I chose to not rent here. I'm just going to Airbnb it until my earliest convenience, and then I'm going to leave.
That roadmap is looking vague, isn't it?
It was very vague, and
it's not. It's just what they've been saying. Like when you're vaccinated, you will open up.
It was like per space. It was like you can have thing per space. I was like, what does that mean?
What is space?
It was like casinos could have It really favoured casinos, didn't it?
Yeah, yeah. Because they were like,
arts
casinos. It's like there's one. Like in Melbourne, there's one casino, and they're like, oh, because anyone who runs a casino business, not talking about anyone in particular, can have 150 people per space.
Or a pokey rooms at pubs considered that? No, they'd be under
that's a
licensing
pub,
of hotels. And
I
stuff.
think. Yeah, I don't know. But then a casino would have been like, oh yeah, a bathroom's a space, and we got a broom closet over there, so that's 2 spaces. Bathroom, broom closet. That's 300 people.
Yeah. It actually is. I was reading the thing. I was like, this doesn't make sense.
No.
Like, that's like being like, you could just, do you reckon they'll just start dividing the rooms, like where all the tables are? Be like, this roulette table can have 150 people watching. This one.
How about if when shows start to come back, if it's limited to like 150 per space,
we put a divider in the middle.
we just put tape down on the floor and we cross section it. We go, oh, this is space. So pre-COVID, you could fit about 500 people in here, but because we've cross sectioned it up, this actually seats 10,000.
Yeah, and good luck to the crowd.
Just cause some crush.
Yeah, you have to fight over. It's like that scene in The Dark Knight where he splits the pool cue.
Yeah.
But you just put a chair upside down and you're like last one
No,
standing
it'd
gets
be
to watch
another
the
patron.
show. Yeah, and that's what the opener has to put up with while they're on. Is people just
Fight to
fighting
the death.
and then by the time we get on, there's
Yeah.
just blood, corpses, but it's a great show.
Yeah.
Packed. A lot of cash.
That would be good.
That'd be great. But yeah, no, I'm at the end of my tour now, and you're
Yeah.
just at the start. It's
Yeah.
very weird.
Well, I was supposed to be at the end. I just did Gold Coast, Brisbane, and Brisbane, and that was supposed to be the end of my tour. The biggest shows of the tour. So it's quite literally downhill from here. I'm excited.
Yeah, I felt a bit like that after I finished Brisbane a couple of
Yeah.
weeks ago. I was pumped to come do the Tassie shows.
Were you?
I was.
Really?
Yeah.
Because... Or
No, no.
I'll take your word
No,
for
no,
it.
no. The shows were weird.
Yeah.
I was, before doing them, I was very excited.
Yeah.
Upon being 45 minutes into the show,
Yeah.
I don't know why I was so thrilled about
See,
it.
what you're listening to is a man who knows that this episode won't come out before the show, so he doesn't have
And
to
then
talk it up.
I know that like by the time I come here next,
Yeah.
it's enough time for them to forget because they have small, slow brains here because they're inbred.
Hey, Mainlander, watch your mouth.
Yeah.
All
Sorry.
right, you're not a true Tasmanian until you're on a lease here.
I've already got a water, but thank you, Keelan. Don't really pay you for that, but he's just offering waters for everyone during the show. Are we all hydrated?
You know why? He had his first shot at tour managing and he loved it. He's like, man, I just want to help. This is fun.
Yeah,
Tour
I
manager
saw.
is like a guy who understands cables but is also kind of a waiter. That's really the job.
Yeah, it's just like a tech butler. Pretty much. Pretty much.
Tech butler.
Keelan received some mail today, and what is easily one of the, I don't know, just the most freshest.
Well, I wouldn't say fresh.
I would say greasiest, greasiest jackets I've ever seen. He bought a KFC branded spray jacket because I go, where'd you find that? And he goes, a targeted ad.
Yeah.
So whoever's running the ads for KFC merchandise, absolutely doing their job.
Come sit here. Don't show off the back yet. All right. Now
It's actually quite a cool spray jacket
from the front. Yeah, cover the logo with your hand there. Now this is a cool jacket for all the people watching at home. This is a cool jacket.
Audio listeners, he looks like he is a member
like an 80s.
of like the 80s Winter Olympics, like Canada.
Yeah,
no, they
Winter
don't have blue, do
Olympics.
they?
No, not
red
much.
and white.
Switzerland,
Red
is
and
it?
white.
There's
Yes.
one country, Croatia.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah,
Croatia.
you look like you
Yeah.
are about to do like the
Croatia.
the
like,
luge in the Croatian Winter
Yeah.
Olympics team.
you're not going to win any event, but you're going to look great
We're
losing.
gonna try.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
You know, like,
then
in Cool Runnings where they cut to the people on the side clapping them as they're walking it to the end, you look like a character out of that.
Yeah. Okay.
yeah.
It was $100,
Oh, gee.
What?
and I had to. I bought it at 3 a.m. on a Tuesday night because I couldn't get to sleep. I saw it and I went, "This would be fun."
It is a bit of fun.
It is a bit of fun.
It's a bit of fun, but this looks cool. And then you just pull this over and you see the KFC logo, and you go, "Nah, never
That's
mind."
not the worst part. Turn around. It's aggressive on the back.
Yeah, it's very blatant. Sit down a little bit.
You have to do a deep squat. There we go.
There you go. That's a really large KFC logo on the back of the jacket.
You look like you just strapped a bucket to your shoulder
Yeah.
blades, and you're just carrying
So
it
is that
around.
official or is someone? Is that bootleg?
It's a bootleg. I just bought it on Facebook.
You bought bootleg merch for $100.
Well,
Someone made a lot
Was
of
it
money out
funny?
of you. I mean, it was a bit of fun.
Bit of
I wouldn't
fun.
say it's funny. It's a bit of fun.
I'll wear it 3 or 4 times.
$25 a wear?
I'll wear it to the pool every morning. It's fine.
All right.
This is why it's you really. Lewis has been trying to recruit me to their swimming team, and they
You need
recruited
to
Meg.
join our swim team. We've recruited Meg.
Meg-
We've also recruited Rosie. She's going to join us.
So I'm the only one now not swimming.
Mate, join the
Loud
team.
and proud.
We've got a great team name. The Wet Cunts.
I think Meg's the only one that can actually say that accurately. You guys are the wet cocks.
Yeah.
But yeah, but anyway,
Well, I wouldn't know about that.
you're trying to recruit me, and you're not. It just doesn't sound like a good hang now that knowing
It's
that I'd have to go there at
actually-
7 a.m. with a bloke wearing a KFC spray jacket.
It's cool.
Actually, a really great hang. Meg really enjoyed it.
She smashed you too, I heard.
Oh, she made me
smashed
angry.
me. I looked at her time and my time. I got faster by 2 minutes.
Okay, yeah, but that was the first time she
But
swam
she's
in
a
how
heart
long?
condition and she hasn't swum in 8 years.
Oh my god,
Probably longer.
8 years?
Probably 10.
Oh, what is she doing? She needs
been
to be in the
skate-
swim
Oh, no.
team.
She's been skateboarding.
Maybe like 8.
That is. Don't say that. Like no Olympian trains with a skateboard.
But that just means her cardio is better than ours.
Hey, man. Tony Hawk can't swim. Like, he's great at skateboarding. It doesn't apply.
What happens, Luke? You would know this when you hit the water in Tony Hawk's Pro Skater.
You respawn.
There you go.
Oh,
They can't even swim in the game.
Yeah.
You die. Every skateboarder, I mean, and this is true, anyone who skateboards will say this, can't swim.
Okay.
So I don't think Meg has been skateboarding
That's true. She
because she
hasn't
can
been.
fucking swim.
She hasn't been doing much. Yes, she's very good. She used to do squad and stuff. And then I saw your time on social media, and for some reason I don't know swimming times,
Yeah.
and I thought that seemed pretty good.
Well, I've
but
been
then
doing a kilometer. I worked my way from 600 to a kilometer. I did a
I
kilometer
caught
2
you
days
the other
in a
day.
row.
No, I'm getting pretty good.
I am. That's pretty good. I did a
Yeah.
kilometer, and then today, after the shows and everything, I was like, I can't do this, and I only did 700.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're doing well for someone who's starting.
Yeah, you hear that? I'm doing amazingly. That's what he said.
Yeah, but like
Incredibly.
she doesn't like
She's-
have any fitness or anything.
She didn't seem like she was trying, I will be honest.
Her and I were talking
Yeah.
about it. 'Cause she was swimming for like 12 years
Wow.
from when she was like 6.
Yeah.
So there's like a
Oh,
little
she's
bit-
got technique.
Look at Keelan just
Yeah.
trying to discredit her.
No,
Yeah.
no, I think she's
she's
great.
she's not that great. She just trains a lot.
She's just not like. No, what I'm trying to say is that of course she's good.
Yeah.
She's had 12 years of training.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. So it doesn't count.
It does count. I'm just.
So really, what you're saying is I'm the best swimmer because I've had the least amount of training.
Okay, sure.
Great, and I'll take that.
Probably comparatively.
And that's why I'm the captain of the wet cunts.
I'm the captain. I'm the captain.
What an achievement.
Well, you want to talk about captains, all right? Captains of swim teams, you know what they get? Sponsorships. And what I did was as a joke, right? I just put on my story when I was up in Brisbane. We did an outdoor swim. I did my second kilometer. So I was really pumped. I'm super proud of myself. And I just posted, and I posted a photo of my times, and which is just average times. And then I tagged Speedo Australia, New Zealand. And I wrote, run the money up. Like as a joke. And then Speedo put it on their story. And I have never seen Keelan get so angry in my life. He goes, what? That's bullshit. You're not even an athlete. I should get Speedo.
No,
Shit.
you shouldn't.
Oh, compared to him.
You
You're
told
wearing
me
a
the
KFC
other-
jacket.
Don't say it. Don't say that on camera.
What?
You're going to say what I said about Speedo?
No.
Okay, good. Yeah, good.
I didn't know what you said about Speedo. Oh,
He said Speedo's the best brand in the country.
yeah, right.
I was saying.
I never said that.
the other
No,
day
I was saying.
saying Speedo was the poor men's bathers.
Hey, you take that back.
No, I did. I was not going to say that. I'm saying you're mad because he's not an athlete, and you think you deserve it. Is that what you're saying?
Oh,
You
yeah.
said the other day, "Oh man, I was wondering why I was so puffed," and I realized the weight of my gut was throwing me off center when I did a tumble
You
turn.
hear that, Speedo?
Yeah.
And you're like, "Oh man, you're not an athlete. I'm an athlete."
I've got no gut.
I think I should be sponsored by Speedo.
Absolutely not.
I
You
want
know?
to get sponsored by Engine.
Oh, you're a wanker. Engine.
You know what?
They'll post anyone. I had a look at their Instagram. They got 7,000 followers. I wouldn't bother.
You know what I would be better at you at in the
Yeah.
pool?
What?
You probably would
Drowning?
be in that and diving.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
Oh, okay, great. I thought I'd get some kind of argument there.
No, straight up. We got in the pool and both me and Keelan watched Meg start her swimming session with a dive and both of us went, oh.
Can you not dive?
No, I can dive, but I can't
I meant springboard diving. You can't even jump into the pool.
No, I can do that, but I can't start my swim like a beautiful fast dive. She dove in the pool, and
But
by
it
the
helps to
time she
start
was
with momentum.
yeah. By the time she was up, she was halfway across the pool, and I watched that, and I was like, "What the fuck? I can't do that."
I can do probably get 10 meters in. Dive,
Well, I haven't really
and then
tried it.
Dolphin kick, and then one stroke, and you're up.
Yeah, I guess I have to try it.
I did do squad for a few years, but I did stop in grade 6.
Yeah.
I wasn't interested. As soon as I got a choice
Yeah.
of my parents you don't have to swim anymore, I was like, count me out. I want to run.
Well, I'm revoking that choice now. It's gone.
Oh no, it's trust me, man.
We got to get you in the pool, mate.
I
One
will-
of these days.
I'm not gonna come because you do it too early. It's not my scene at 7 a.m.
Mm.
I don't want to be part of a team that gets up that early.
That's like
Right.
a late swim
Yeah, I know.
for most people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like we're going when everyone's going home.
We're
arriving when everyone's going home.
we're arriving with all of the elderly people that have to do it because if they don't, they'll die.
Yeah.
That's what we're.
What's wrong with
amongst.
like a 1 p.m. swim?
We can do that.
Okay.
We can do that.
I'm more interested in like a midday, maybe mid-afternoon. It's 12:17. We have 43 minutes.
There you
Oh
go.
no, that's not how maths. Yeah, 43 minutes.
Yeah,
That is how
43
maths
minutes.
works.
That's an hour before the sun goes behind the mountain.
True.
So
we get the last bit of sun.
We'll be out by night.
I just like, I don't know. It's not something I want to get good at. I have no desire to
Yeah.
get good at because it doesn't. That skill just does not apply anywhere. Because like, if I get good at running, like at least when you walk up a hill, you're not puffed.
Well, cardio's cardio. Actually, Keelan was very puffed walking up a hill
Very
today.
different type of fitness.
Right.
I'm quite good at running. I'm awful at swimming.
Okay. Well,
And same with you. You're good at swimming, but you cannot
terrible
run.
Can't
Yeah.
run. Yeah. Okay. Well, look.
I just have no
The point
desire.
of this is, guys, before we finish up, I'm going to be a sponsored Speedo athlete within the next month. Guaranteed.
There's no.
So, wait, did they respond to you?
They put me on their story and then I messaged them afterwards. Now, this is the AUNZ account. So it's probably one person working part-time every couple of days, right? And they put me on their story and then I was like, oh, that's pretty strange that they would share me saying, Speedo, run the money up. Like just an arrogant demand.
I thought it's really strange that they posted a non-swimmer with not very good times.
No, but that's...
No,
you know.
they're doing that to be like anyone can swim.
Oh,
Get
right.
speedos. He's the everyman.
they're doing that because I'm an elite level
There's
athlete.
no way.
They've seen that and they're inspired and they're going, wow, that's day 3? Incredible. He'll be doing 10Ks in no time.
You're essentially like the opposite of whatever a plus size model is for swimming. You're like a minus size swimmer.
A minus size model. Yeah, I really am.
You're like the every man who can like, if you're tall and don't have much athletic ability, there's nothing that should stop you from getting in the
I'm
pool
half the every
and
man.
trying. You are trying.
I'm half the man.
Yeah. No, you're twice the man.
Yeah. So they shared that and then I said, I'm joining the Commonwealth Games soon. Look forward to working together. And they liked the message. So I'm making progress.
Okay, I think they know you're fucking with them.
No. I will. I'm going to get something from Speedo. If only I don't care how much money I get. If it's 100,000, if it's 200, that's a bit on the low side. I don't mind as long as it makes Keelan angry.
Like a $200,000 bonus as well if you get gold at the Olympics.
Yeah, which I will.
Yeah. So you might walk away with like $1 million in bonuses.
We were doing this in the change rooms. We've been doing this in the change rooms. Like in Brisbane, we go in the change room and there's one guy in the shower and he doesn't see us. We go and we're changing, and then we just start talking shit. Like, man, that was like close to the world record I did just then. I wasn't even really trying. He goes, yeah, that's pretty good, man. Like, I think you'll qualify. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna qualify. I think I've got a good shot at gold. And then I just started complaining. I'm like, oh man, my Speedo sponsorship money came through and they messed it up by like 40 grand. He goes, oh, that's annoying. They always do that to me. And then this guy's in the shower going, am I in here with like Olympic athlete millionaires?
Yeah, and then you're like...
And then he probably comes out and he sees the thinnest man ever and the dude with a gut
a
that
KFC.
slows him down wearing KFC merch and goes, oh, I guess they're letting anyone in the Olympics now.
That's awesome. So I've had a bit of bad luck again with my Airbnb.
Really?
I evicted myself. So you know, last week I got evicted.
Yeah.
I chose to leave my recent one due to a plumbing issue. Essentially, when you that's where I draw the line. I will stay in pretty much any type of accommodation.
Yeah.
But if you can't shit for over 24 hours or have a shower, I think that's the bare minimum requirement.
I've just done this.
That's
so
pretty much what you pay for. Is like a bed and a place to shit, essentially.
yeah, I've just done this. So our light doesn't work. We have mice, and the only thing I've fixed so far is the shower got clogged a little bit. That's
Yeah,
the
right.
only thing
How'd
I
you fix
fixed.
it?
I just called a plumber over.
Yeah. No,
Yeah.
that's a great idea.
Yeah.
So they did do that. So I was talking to the guy who ran the Airbnb. He came over.
So the toilet was just Filling
just
up.
was filling up, and then the shower was flooding, like the water wasn't going down the drain.
Okay.
And I go to the guy like, do you know what's happening? He goes, yeah, like, not sure what's going on here. I'm like, oh, that's all right. It's obviously not your fault. And then by the end of the conversation, he goes, yeah, so the last guest, they actually, when they were scrubbing the toilet, they reckon they got the toilet brush, their head stuck up the toilet, like in the pipe. And then he goes, now we pushed it down further at the time. So he goes, so I'm not sure why this has come up again. And I was like, well, it's clearly just blocked again from that. And I go, did you get it out? He goes, no.
They just pushed it deeper.
It baffled him as to why this is a problem again. So then he got the plumber in to push it back further. And then he goes, it should be fixed now.
Wait, not pull it out?
No. Right? And then 3 days later, it started happening again. And we called him back. He's like, mate, it's not fixed. Like, you just pushed it down further and it slowly built up again over 3 days.
What kind of fucking plumber did that? Like, the guy goes, hey, man, can you fuck up my pipes?
Maybe he wasn't honest to the plumber. Maybe he's like, we've got a blockage, and the plumber did the usual thing where they put those, they run like
just a wire that just clears it out.
Yeah.
That's what they did to ours.
And they pump stuff into it and stuff. Like, but yeah, he didn't, so he lied to the plumber. I'm not sure what happened.
Maybe, you know what? If I stuck a toilet plunger or toilet brush so far down the toilet that it disappeared, I would be quite embarrassed. Maybe I wouldn't tell the plumber either.
No, the guest did, so it's fine. Like, the guest of an Airbnb, he didn't do it. He's like, oh, yeah. But I was like, but you knew about it. He's like, yeah. And I was like, and you let us stay here? He's like, yeah, I should probably cancel the guests after you, hey? And I was like, yeah, man. That's like, the toilet doesn't work. And then we just left. It was very awkward.
Now you're in a place that the hallway looks like The Shining.
Yes.
You're in a place that's quite creepy. Your room is nice. The hallway's terrifying.
There's the couch at the end of the hallway.
I've never been scared by a couch before. Like, I looked at the couch and I was like, oh, that makes me scared.
You know what's funny is like, this is actually one of the nicest places here, which says a lot about Hobart itself. Yeah. Every place is haunted.
Yeah.
100%. The whole...
You should see a few of the women's pussies wandering around.
Oh, yeah.
Haunted.
Literally. Yeah. Yes. Creepy vaginas.
I love Tassie.
It's creepy everywhere. Everything's creepy. I don't know. I'm not about it. You like it though. It's weird.
It's great. Man, there's heaps of fun to have. You know, we were entertaining ourselves in quarantine. I meant to show you this last episode. This is how we were entertaining ourselves during quarantine. We couldn't do anything. We got to day 6 and we just started calling places. You know, we were messing with the Uber drivers and that was a bit of fun. Then we started messing with the actual restaurants. Keelan got people to write, oh, will you marry me on items just like a chocolate bar. Yeah. Like just so not romantic. They'd be signing it going, who the fuck would propose with a Twix?
We got pizza and it was written, you're the love of my life on top.
Not the way you want to announce it.
Yeah.
Just over a pepperoni or something.
Good,
yeah, the guy signing the box was like, these guys aren't going to make it.
No.
This man is not trying hard enough. But then that was a bit of fun. So then we just started cutting out the middleman and fucking with the businesses direct.
Mm-hmm.
Dessert Cafe, how can I help you?
Hey, I'm having some trouble ordering over Uber Eats. I'm trying to order the cheesecake, but it just, every time I order it just says forbidden.
So which cheesecake were you trying to order?
Just the regular cheesecake, but a message just pops up and says that it's forbidden. The forbidden cheesecake.
Because we do have...
Do they have an
we
item?
have 2 cheesecakes on Uber. So we'll have the Bass cheesecake and the forbidden chopped cheesecake.
Yeah, is there a reason why I can't get the chopped cheesecake?
Is it coming up as forbidden as in...
Yeah, forbidden.
Can't order it, or is it...
Well, it just I'm looking at it now. It just says forbidden chopped cheesecake.
Yeah, so that is the name of the chocolate cheesecake.
Yeah, but when I read it, it says forbidden.
Let me check on my end.
She was so nice. Because it definitely says chopped cheesecake, but in front of that it says forbidden.
You were not allowed to have it.
Yeah, so that's the name of the actual cheesecake.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I'm allowed to have that.
Yeah, definitely allowed to.
Okay.
But yeah, it's just what the chocolate cheesecake's called.
You must have thought.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I guess I'll order it.
Yeah, beautiful.
Great. Thanks for your help.
Awesome. No problem.
You don't think she has anything better to do? It's good that she cleared it up.
Yeah, she was so nice.
Yeah.
She must have got off the phone and be like, that man was a moron.
Yeah.
They wrote a nice note on our box though.
Yeah.
I
What did
can't
they
remember
say?
it said, but it was nice.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
Oh, so I'm allowed to have that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good stuff, boys.
Yeah. That was like the last day of the 2 weeks.
Yeah, yeah.
Bored out of our minds.
This is one of the top comedy podcasts in the country.
Absolutely.
and just we really prove it over and over again as
Yeah.
to why we deserve that spot.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We
we were at the rally in Brisbane.
It says rally. For a second I thought that said R. Kelly. And I was like, you guys ran into R. Kelly?
Yeah, we were at a free R. Kelly
Yeah.
rally. No, we were
Just
walking
there
around
getting pissed on.
we were walking around Brisbane City, me, Keelan and Rosie, and we didn't even know what was going on. We just see this massive line of like people, and it was the Freedom Rally. They were protesting.
It was either that or BWS for having a sale. You know? It's always hard to tell in
Yeah.
Queensland.
So we see all this commotion. Keelan goes, "Oh, it's the Freedom Rally in Brisbane," and I'm like, "What are they protesting?" Brisbane, if you don't know, they have like no rules. You have to. The only rule they really have is you have to wear masks sometimes. So these people, I'm not sure what they were upset about, and we
It's like
went up.
masks indoors, but it's not even indoors compulsory. It's like if you can't socially distance.
Yeah,
It's like indoors if you should wear it indoors. It's encouraged.
Yeah, basically, but no one's going to really get you in trouble. So I don't know what they were complaining about, and we decided to go up to maybe film some stuff and also find out what they were angry about. And reading some of the signs, it became even less clear what they were upset about. Some people were protesting satanic lizard people in the government. Literally, I saw a few signs. I'm not like exaggerating here to make them look dumb. I literally saw signs, complaining about satanic pedophiles running the government. I saw other ones, protesting against like cloning and genetic experiments.
I don't think those people have all had a chat together beforehand to be like,
Yeah.
let's focus on one issue here. What do we actually... I think people who go there clearly don't know what they're protesting. Everyone comes in with their own agenda.
They're protesting against the government, but it's really vague.
But there's a spectrum
yeah,
of people's gripes.
yes,
On one end, you're lizard people, and
Yeah.
on one end, Bitcoin is freedom.
oh yeah. There was a Bitcoin is freedom
Yeah.
sign. It's like, okay, I agree with you, dude. Why are you in
Why are
the
you
middle of
holding
that?
a sign? And also, that's already a thing.
Yeah, it's working.
The government
man.
has
Works
nothing
great.
to do with it.
No.
You think Scott Morrison's going to be like, we're shutting down Bitcoin?
Well, maybe he does. That's why he's there. Or maybe start your own protest. There was one sign that I really liked, and that was unvaxxed tradie looking for a lady.
That's really good.
I really liked that, but I read it, and because he's a tradie, his spelling, his handwriting wasn't very good, and I thought it said unwashed tradie, and I'm like, that also tracks that he would be here.
Yeah. My favorite one that you posted was, and you see this at every single protest in Australia.
Yeah.
And it's probably the worst thing about our culture is people forget we're not in America.
Yeah.
Which is, I know that sounds crazy. Like, what do you mean?
No,
Look, it's obvious we're not in America. We're in a different country.
Mm.
We're 15 hours away on a flight.
Yeah,
People were wearing Make America Great hats.
yeah.
He's in Brisbane.
Yeah,
There's
he was
also-
wearing. It was a Trump 45
It's
hat.
the least American place of Australia.
Yeah,
Except for the Gold Coast.
There's
That's a
also
little bit
sign
like
about
Hollywood.
Dr. Anthony Fauci, who's the American CDC guy.
yeah. Like they don't have anything to do with this at all. It's like protesting a different guy that
Imagine-
doesn't even know you exist.
Imagining getting...
Joe Biden forgot Scott Morrison's name.
That's what I was talking to about my mate.
They don't care about us.
I think that's so funny that he was like, thank you very much to Boris Johnson. If you didn't see this clip, it exists.
Yeah.
Right? They all met up to talk about the submarines and stuff, didn't they?
I don't know.
I don't know. Whatever. Some alliance or something.
Yeah.
And then they were like, thank you so much to Boris Johnson and you see him forget, and he goes, and our Australian pal over there, he's a good fella.
Poor Joe. Man, that's so funny. Like, and then there's
And
this
then there's one guy in Brisbane that's like,
Yeah.
my opinion matters. He doesn't even know our leader's name.
Yeah.
You think fucking Graham from Logan West is gonna they're gonna give a fuck about your opinion, mate?
No, and it was a Trump 45 hat, which is like campaigning for his re-election, which he lost ages ago. And I was yelling at him. I was going, "Hey, where are we? Where are we?" He really hated it. It was
But
good.
you knew what you were saying then.
Yeah.
So imagine getting stuck in the Facebook wormhole so much that you forget that they are your problems ultimately.
Yeah.
Just because there is bad stuff happening in America, it doesn't mean like protesting it in Brisbane against our government is not going to solve it.
Well, also at an anti-vaccine protest.
But it
or an
doesn't seem like it was
anti-lockdown
that.
protest.
It seems like 70% of people were there for lockdown and
think,
30% were like,
just there
fuck
for
the
whatever.
government.
Yeah. It was very much fuck the government vibe. And
But what do they want? Like if they were in government, it'd be...
I think they
worse.
just don't. There's a lot of them just didn't like the vaccine at all.
Yeah, right.
And then a lot of them seemed what I think is maybe a reasonable take of like, I'm not sure about these vaccine passports. I'm also a bit on the fence about them. But then I would say that everyone else was just there for their own personal little reason.
Thoughts on this take?
Yeah.
So 80% of people, 90% of people get the vaccine, right?
Yeah.
Then in 10 years, we all drop dead.
Mm-hmm.
And the 10%, they go, we were right.
Can they run it?
Do you want to even live in that world anyway?
Probably not.
I thought about that and I went, I'm going to go to the hospital. And I just...
Yeah. Because you know what? There would be a few people who just didn't get around to it.
Oh, yeah.
That they're not anti-vax. They're not nuts. They
They
were
just like live
"Oh,
regionally and are a
could
bit
be
lazy.
fucked."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, oh, those kind of selfish people that are like, oh, if everyone does it, I'll be fine.
Yeah.
There's a bit of that going around.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I talked to my mate in Brisbane and I'm like, are you going to get it? He goes, I'm not against it. I just can't be bothered. And then I have another friend who this is a moronic take. He's like, I don't want to get it because everyone's telling me to get it. And and I'm like, so you just have like a problem with authority? He goes, no, not authority. I just hate that when everyone gets it, they show it off and they act like they're better than me.
But you don't have
But
to
I
do
also
that.
hate that.
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I said to
I
him.
did
I'm like,
get it during I got my first one. I didn't post it on social media. I wasn't like, I'm at the hospital.
Yeah.
Now I've got my little passport.
yeah. It is
I don't
lame.
think it's like posting about something that like 70% of people have already done
Yes.
is not interesting.
No.
It's like, guys, had Nutrigrain this morning.
You know what I think it is? I think what's good about posting it
By
is
the way,
it's a bit of a net, isn't it?
I just want to make it really clear before I get a lot of hate about that.
Mm-hmm.
I do not think 70% of people eat Nutrigrain. I don't even fucking eat it. That was a shit call. I should have said Wheat Bix. I apologize.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, you know, I don't think 70% of people eat any cereal. Continue your point. I just wanted to clarify that
Yeah.
before I got the cereal community against me.
No, that's okay. A big community.
Yeah.
There are a few of them at the protests going, Kellogg's rock.
I think there was a lot of people who eat cereal for dinner at that protest.
Yeah. A lot of single dads. There was this guy, I didn't catch it on camera. We were just standing around and Keelan's taking photos and stuff, and he's like screaming, "What are you scared of? Take your mask off. What are you scared of?" And he had no shirt. He looked 55, had this dirty beard. He looked fucked.
It's like you giving me herpes from
That's-
just being around.
yeah, I'm like, let's say COVID's fake. I am scared of you.
Yeah.
So, absolutely.
Oh, is that the guy in the yellow?
Yeah. What are you scared of?
It's like, I don't know, the dark. Fuck you, bro. You don't know me. You know?
It's really great. And there was one, actually, my favorite
Isn't
guy.
that like a real toxic thing to be like, you're a man, mate. You shouldn't have fear.
Yeah.
It's like just about anything.
Yeah.
Like, clearly he's scared of the government. That's why he's fucking there.
Well, that's the thing that I don't get.
What are you
is
scared
like-
of? And he just lists all his problems, like the lizard people.
Yeah.
You're like, and then you're like, you fucking coward.
It's like, bro,
I'm not
me
scared of
wearing
a lizard.
a mask doesn't say anything. You know, like I'm just wearing it. I don't care if you don't wear it. Really, I think you should, but I'm not going to go. Ah,
Yeah.
you know.
It's like, I'd appreciate if you don't like yell and spit.
Yeah,
That'd be good.
a lady coughed on us.
Yeah, I saw Keelan reported her to the cops.
Fuck yeah,
Try and get a charge for assault.
he is. He's following up today.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah,
That's a shitty thing to
it
do.
was
And if not,
disgusting.
I'll make a TikTok about it and I'll go viral. That
Yeah,
would be
yeah, it
worth
was it was really gross.
and she was wearing a Superman t-shirt.
Oh, real fat as
Yeah,
well.
Tabernacle.
I said some really mean shit to her, and I really hope I hurt her feelings.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's what I don't
I'd
get.
call her a
like,
chunky monkey, but monkey would be a compliment.
I think I said, go to the gym, you fat bitch. And like she went, and I went, go to the gym, you fat bitch.
Jesus.
Straight
Maybe
away.
you should be charged for assault.
I walked away and I was like, that came out a bit too quick.
Did that make you feel good about yourself afterwards?
No, not really. They came out a bit too quick.
That's one of those ones where you're like, oh, maybe that probably wasn't the best way to handle that.
Yeah, what that is someone cuts you off and then you just automatically say something racist and you go, I didn't even know that was in there. I didn't even know that was back there. Not that I would know. I don't have my license. I only know about the racist part. But yeah, so she... joking. Yeah,
Ooh,
we're walking past and she just coughs on us. And it's
that's
like
so fucking rude.
so gross. And also, let's say that COVID is fake and she's right. Coughing, if she was protesting, I don't know, war crimes and torture, something absolutely correct, and she was coughing on people,
Still rude.
disgusting.
Yeah.
Like, you're a fucking animal.
Yeah. And also, like, let's stop shopping at JJ's. And that's coming from me. So that must hurt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But, you know,
I'm wearing Logan Paul merch right now, telling you to fucking dress differently.
yeah. Judging by the size of the bitch, you know, maybe COVID's not real, but you know what will be real for her? Heart disease.
Diabetes. Seriously. Yeah, she was super sized, but she wasn't Superman.
No, absolutely.
And that's
not.
the last joke we'll make.
No, better. This is better.
Okay.
She not only is she a super spreader, she's also super sized.
Yeah, that's
That's good. Anything else?
Her kryptonite is getting up and breathing without.
Crypto 19.
I like that. Kryptonite.
No, I didn't. All right.
It's something. It's something. Sound
Guys,
off in
sound
the comments
off.
section below. We'd
Yeah.
love to hear you guys have a crack.
I'd love to hear your Superman fat jokes.
Yeah. Superman fat, COVID-19. There's something in there. Coughing. Her arch nemesis, Lex Luthor. That's gone.
Uber drive?
You know what? She doesn't have a krypton of brain cells. Okay. So we went to Kmart. Or do we want to do Uber
I think it's a
driver?
Krypton.
Oh, yeah. She weighs a
Yeah,
krypton. Damn
krypton.
it.
There we
Yeah,
go.
That's better.
That is really good.
Sloppy. That wasn't the first thought.
Yeah. Sound off in the comment section below. Have a crack.
Yeah.
Bit of a fun one for you guys. I think we should end
We're
on.
just giving people homework.
Yeah. Man, you know, have a crack. I think we should end on our Uber drive,
Okay.
Luke. We had one of the best, and every time, this is probably a running theme of our show. Anytime Luke or I go to the Gold Coast, we come back with a brilliant Uber driver story.
Yeah,
The
because
Uber drivers on the Gold Coast are a different breed.
well, I mean, they are also all exclusively white.
Yeah.
Which
Which isn't the reason why they're great.
no.
You know, that's not what we're trying to say.
And that's also not what he meant by different breed.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah, I don't know why you brought that up right after. Speaking of different breeds,
No, but they are like the type of, and it's always men. The type
Yeah.
of males on the Gold Coast, they go, I'm going to earn a couple of extra bloody bucks, you know, driving the bloody kids around on the Goldie.
I get the vibe that with
I had a
Gold
real
Coast
racist Uber driver in Adelaide.
in Adelaide.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like going, I was one of the first ones, mate. These fucking taxi drivers came in, like, you know, we used to throw fucking eggs at them, mate. Like, just like, but that was like the tame stuff. And then I'm not going
Yeah.
to repeat some of the other stuff he said.
Yeah, I remember the Uber taxi wars.
Yeah, and he was
They
holding
were
on
real
to it.
toxic.
And I wasn't talking to him. He was
Yeah.
just talking to himself. And I was like, uh-huh.
Yeah.
I didn't like engage with him at all. I was like, you were just having this conversation to yourself, dude.
You know, he is right though. It was, from memory, it was all just white dudes at the start doing all Uber drives.
It was technically just a race war at the start.
Yeah. I bet it probably was pretty bad.
Maybe.
But anyway, on a brighter, less racist Uber driver story, you know, we had Mick,
Yeah.
right? Which is, I get the vibe that most Uber drivers in the world are trying to make a bit of extra cash or trying to get by because maybe they don't have the skills or the language to do other things.
Some, you get the early retiree.
Yes.
That didn't want to continue working 5 days a week, but they go, I'll drive on the weekends.
Yeah, a bit of extra cash,
Yeah.
right? But I think on the Gold Coast, a lot of the drivers are doing it for fun and for banter.
And to support what is quite an affluent lifestyle there.
Yes. Yeah.
I think.
Yes.
Because they all got nice cars.
They do.
It never seems like they need the money. It seems like they just want it for spending cash.
It's a bit like LA in the sense that everyone's kind of trying to keep up this. It's
Yeah.
like LA, but if there was no Hollywood, there was just like a giant OnlyFans porn studio.
But there is the version of what is it, attempted Hollywood, like the Hollywood Boulevard is Cavill Avenue. There's a Ripley's,
Yeah.
believe it or not,
Yes.
and a 24-hour McDonald's.
It's
and,
trashy and fame obsessed and
Yeah.
fake titties everywhere.
and there's like that Celeb Inc. place that's around the corner.
That's right.
It's hilarious.
Yeah, true.
Like
tattoos.
and it's a tattoo parlor with
Yeah.
glass windows, so it's exclusively for people who want to be seen getting tattooed.
Yeah.
like it's not like in most tattoo places in like a upstairs thing or because it
Yeah.
doesn't matter. But this is like they play prime real estate in a shopping center, so you can get tatted while people walk past. It's like
Yeah.
a show.
Yes. Yeah.
weird.
And the homeless are just ignored and deteriorating. Very
and,
LA.
And Apollo Jackson from The Bachelor does magic tricks there.
That's super LA.
Pretty cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
And real famous people like me, I go there sometimes.
Yeah.
It's exactly like LA. So we get in the
Yeah.
we get in yeah, I was. We get in the Uber with Mick, and Mick tells us straight away he's a DJ. And we're like, this is going to be a sweet drive. Now, we couldn't hire a car because I'm 27 with no license and these two are on their Ps, couldn't rent a car, right?
Which is incredibly sad.
Yeah.
That Lewis, instead of having a tour manager and like what seems like a well organized
Yeah.
business from the outside,
Yeah.
is crumbling behind the scenes. When
Yeah.
you're like, yeah, I'm literally Ubering to my show from Brisbane to the Gold Coast,
And back.
and then Ubering back, not staying there.
Yeah. Absolutely.
I did a bit of that this year of like, fuck it, let's just drive home after the show.
Yeah, but
which is
yours was
fine.
more escaping from COVID and
It was just more calculated.
that.
It was also just like, we got a hire car, we'll just drive back.
yeah. Mine was just
So did
fuck it,
Mick
I'll-
wait around while you did your show?
No, we got him on the way back.
Okay.
Right,
So you had
so-
two different drivers.
Yeah. So on the way back, he tells us he's a DJ, and then Keelan just straight away goes, "Oh, I guess you'll have the best playlist of every Uber drive ever." And then Mick goes, "I guarantee it."
Smart. Apply pressure early and make him say a big call, and then he has to back it up for an hour and a half.
And he did. He goes, "I guarantee it." And then he puts on this specific DJ playlist. He goes, "This one I play all the time, and it's bangers only." And then Keelan goes, "We'll see." And at the end of every single
luck,
song,
Mick.
we all start going, "What's it gonna be? What's the next song? What is it?" And dude, it was all the way from Gold Coast to Brisbane. Not a single average song.
No, there
He
was
was
one
right.
bad song, and I told him
That was up for debate.
I told him, and he said, "Nah, mate, it's a banger."
Yeah, Keelan was.
So he wasn't really open to criticism.
we got into Gold Coast, and this one song plays, and Keelan goes, "Nah, you've ruined the ride." And Mick was like, "What? What song was it?"
I don't remember.
I thought I
I
was
bet it was just some. How old was he?
He's in his
50s
60s.
or 60s.
Was it
yeah.
just some like R&B song from like the 90s that you'd just never heard of?
No,
But it probably
I had
was.
heard it before on Gold FM, probably. But it was
So
just,
that was the vibe he was playing. Gold 104.3 tracks.
Yeah,
It was just like one of those shitty
We
love
built
songs.
this city.
That was actually on.
Yeah.
that was,
that was on there.
Of course, mate.
I think Horses was on there.
yeah, that was probably the worst song.
Yeah.
That's
that song.
what
Well,
was
that's-
the best song you think?
That is, you're incorrect
Either it
about
was
that.
ABBA or Elvis.
Yeah.
But
I'm actually
I
not.
like Elvis. He's some sort of a king.
I'm not a
heard that.
huge. I'm not a huge ABBA man
Yeah.
myself.
I think they're pretty good.
I just don't love them. Yeah, but I'm wrong.
Mixed in around all of the other songs that Mix picked.
Yeah.
Mix picks.
Mixed
It is good. And
Can we get a hold of this playlist called Mix Picks?
Actually, we
Ooh.
can because I have his number.
Can you ask him to
Keelan
send
got
it
his
through,
number after.
and we'll publicly release Mix Picks maybe?
yeah. We'll make a Spotify playlist and we'll go Mix picks, and you can drive if you want the real authentic experience. Drive from Gold Coast to Brisbane, and then light a $200 on fire at the end. But we're doing this and we're having the best time ever. He's telling all of these funny stories about him DJing. We're trading stories, and then we just start getting really excited because the songs kept getting better and better and better. And then in time, with every single song, we started just chanting, "I'm gay." And then Mick starts doing it.
Yeah.
We got an hour into the drive, and he's driving along like this. "I'm gay." It was truly, truly great. And I have this video at the end of the drive of us. We all get out and we decide to get a photo with Mick because it was just an experience that needed to be remembered.
You know, it's a good Uber drive when you get a pic with the Uber driver afterwards. They're like, you only do that with Mick or Darren Levy.
Yeah.
The only two Uber drivers that you throw a pic with at the end. Otherwise, it's like, thanks very much, 5 stars. I'll never see you again. Except for Ken in Canberra, that time where I got the same Uber driver 3 times in one day. I'll never forget Ken. I'll probably think about him forever. I think about that sometimes when I get into an Uber, and whenever I go to Canberra now, I expect to see him.
I always do the same thing. I look out for Ken.
Yeah, have you ever seen him?
Nah.
I wonder, he might have moved back to Malaysia because he said he had family there, but this was pre-COVID. Maybe as COVID hit, although not a great time to move back to Malaysia.
Hope he's all right.
Yeah.
I feel like pure shit. Just want Ken back.
I know. He's in the credits of my comedy special still.
Oh, really?
I blurred his face, but like, yeah, because to prove it.
That's right. You
Because I
have
told all
photos.
those stories
Yeah.
of me in LA and, in New York, bumping into Kesha. And then I have me on the set of Jimmy Fallon and I have all the photos that's kind of like to prove that it was all real at the end. And Ken's in there, the screenshot of the ride.
That's
Because I
really
went
funny.
back through our Uber history and found it. 'Cause
That's
it
so
was pretty
cool.
easy to find. It was 3 trips. So.
This is the end of our drive with DJ Mick.
That's so inappropriate.
But he's joined in.
3 white dudes, some old bloke from the Gold Coast screaming, "I'm gay," in the middle of the street.
It was really
quite
good.
The other day, Rosie's packing the car and we have the door wide open and I come back, I started screaming, "I'm gay," like singing it. And apparently the neighbors walked past and started looking in like, what is going on?
Yeah, you guys are like definitely like freaks to be with in public. Like Keelan and Lewis, like it's weird. Keelan, I don't actually like. Lewis knows what's socially acceptable, what's not. I still think Keelan thinks some things
Keelan-
he does know, but he also like sometimes like maybe thinks it's a grey area.
No,
I
Keelan
know. I
knows,
just don't give
and
a
that's
fuck.
the appeal. Because he knows. I think working with us, he realized that there's not really any social repercussions if you decide to not care, and that's the most fun part.
We were walking through Kmart yesterday, and Keelan goes, "Do you ever just want to walk up to someone and go?"
I did it once in Chadston.
And I go,
What do you mean? What do you mean?
Christmas shopping in Chadston. Busy as fuck. And we're walking around.
"You're like 6'4". You can't walk up to someone and be like, "Oh."
You know where the
How old are you?
21. Then I was 18, 19.
Yeah.
You know where the Hoyts is, and there's all those fancy stores. And then you turn around the corner, there's like a JJ's. That
I
strip.
don't approve of this.
And then I feel really bad. Phoebe and I are walking, and there's this small little Asian woman.
Oh,
coming
come
towards
on,
us, and I go,
No, I can't do that. The poor woman. What did she do?
It's so inappropriate. We were
You
literally
can't do it to a tiny person.
It's so funny.
No,
we were walking through the toy section when he said it to me. We like walked past some girl looking for her first scooter.
Oh,
I
fuck.
was like, "Oh man."
Yeah, that's no good. I said something real bad in public when I was at the airport. I just wasn't thinking at all. And I was looking at Twitter, and there were these photos popped up, this viral series of photos of like the Taliban in Afghanistan. And there was all the Taliban were they found like a lake with those little paddle boats, and they're paddling around, but they're decked out in all of their like
In the militia.
in the militia outfit, and they've got all their guns. And there's like 6 people, like way too many people in a paddle boat. And I assume that a lot of them can't swim. There's not too many bodies of water in Afghanistan, right? And they're in the paddle boats, and there's this one guy standing on the tip with a fucking RPG. And I look at that, and I show Keelan in the airport, and I go, "I love the Taliban."
Oh fuck's sake.
And then I was like, "Oh, I'm in an airport."
Anytime.
Yeah.
Anytime. Like you could say that anywhere and that wouldn't be appropriate.
Yeah, I just like, it's just a bunch of the fellas having a bit of fun. Just the boys having a laugh.
Yeah.
You know, committed some terrible things, terrorist group, but also going out on a paddle boat with the rocket launcher and a few boys.
That's right.
That looks like a
There's
bit of
photo
fun.
with the rocket launcher.
Were you not listening?
Oh, no. I was trying to find the photo. Sorry. I just stopped listening.
Yeah, we'll put them in the episode.
Yeah, mine was not good actually. I was going to tell one, but that yours better.
All right.
I've
well,
just been doing it as well. I do it to embarrass Meg, like in public. I'll just say things
weird shit.
loudly. Like
Yeah.
we were out to dinner at the Arca Bar, which is where we're doing our show. Yeah,
On
that
a
is.
big swan.
yeah.
Oh, that's so weird. Yeah, we were out to dinner, and you know, like particularly girls or girlfriends, they'll get really bothered by the way your actions in public reflect on them, which
Really
they do.
embarrassed. Yeah.
Like whatever I say does ultimately reflect on her because we're clearly having a date.
Yeah.
Like it's like we're sitting opposite each
Yeah.
other, and she's like, "Oh, I was talking about the art or something on the wall," and I was like, "That's the worst thing I've ever fucking seen in my whole life." And she's like, "Shut up!" And I was like, "That's awful. Like if you had that much talent, it was just like a painting of a tomato."
Yeah.
I was like, "Why the fuck would you paint a tomato?" I'm just going off at this art piece, and she goes, "What else should they paint?" I was like, "My ball sack." And then she goes, "What?" And I was just like, and then I realized that she's getting embarrassed, so I just start going like, my green big sack. I'm like, if my and I like there's old
Green?
people. Yeah, there's old people behind us, and I'm just like, if my nuts were in a film, they'd be in flubber.
Yeah.
And I just start going on about my green balls. I know they're watching me. Like these old people, like they're having a dinner and they've just dropped their knife and fork and they've turned around and Meg's like, "Shut up,
This is a Grilly and the Barber moment.
shut the fuck up, shut up." Yeah, but except Grilly didn't really know. There was no self-awareness there.
yeah.
I was
You do
like,
it on
I'm just going to
purpose.
ruin Meg's night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good.
And afterwards, she's like, "I can't believe you do that shit still." And I'm like, "What? What do you mean still? Like, I will never stop."
Never started.
I'm like,
never
I'll
going to stop.
Yeah, but I'm like, I'll never see those people again, and they're going to be going away like, "Why did he have green balls?"
Once you like this is the thing about comedians. Once you bomb in front of 17 people at an open mic night with an idea you thought was funny, and then you discover 5 minutes into it that you're wrong and it's not funny, you kind of can't get embarrassed ever again.
No, nothing really bothers you after that.
No.
I bombed in front of way more people than 17.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I think the small bombs are worse because it feels
I don't know.
less like a show.
One time I bombed I remember this day. I bombed really bad at the Comics Lounge. Like not bad. Like I was pretty bad. Like.
I think I vaguely remember getting a phone call from you.
And I was like, fuck, man. Like, I just bombed in front of like 300 people. Like, how is that even possible? Like, 300 people just hated everything I said.
At a comedy club,
Yeah.
too. Like, bombing in a conference makes sense. You know,
Yeah.
they're not there for comedy. If they're at a comedy club, you get on stage, you're a pro comedian, and you bomb.
It's weird because
rough.
it's like it was like probably like the 30th or 40th time I'd done the Comics Lounge.
Yeah.
And I'd done pretty much well every single time.
Yeah.
And then one night I was like, was it me? And then the act who went on after me just crushed. And I was like, what the? It was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate it when it's you.
Yeah. So now when I'm in a restaurant, I'm like, nothing's as bad as that. So these 4 old people thinking I have a green ball sack does not faze me in the slightest. All right. That's
right.
the end of the pod.
That's Flubber and Lewis. Thank you very much for listening. There's a bunch of secret episodes on our Patreon. Just don't tell anyone about it. We also have a Discord. The Patreon's growing. The show's growing. Thank you very much. We'll see you very soon.